All right, I'm here at 3334 Rough Creek Drive in Woodstock, and I've already flown my drone around to kind of see what's needed and what's going on. Honestly, when I first saw the pictures, I know the buyer had mentioned that she had gathered that the roof was around 11 years old, and when I was looking at the amount of black algae streaks on the pictures, I really couldn't believe that, because shingles are algae resistant. Every modern shingle is algae resistant up to 10 years. They'll give a 10-year warranty saying you won't see any algae. So in year 11, for there to be this much black algae, which that's what all those black streaks are, that's algae on a roof, it made me feel like that maybe this roof was older. But as I really look at it and I look at the life of the shingle and the amount of granules, I do believe it's probably, that it's an 11-year-old roof. That why it's got so much black algae on it, I just really don't know. But you can see the actual surface of the shingles. There is a lot of life left in these shingles. There's no real concern with the roof. The roof doesn't have hail damage, no wind damage, nothing that's of huge concern here. What is of, concern, not huge concern, but what is of concern is the roof really does need to be cleaned. This algae is a living organism. It'll only get worse. And so we really need to clean this off the roof. First off, aesthetically, it's going to look a lot better. This roof should look like the roofs across the street here that were likely about the same age, the one down in the cul-de-sac. It should look more like that one. It's the same color. And, with just a cleaning, this would look as nice as that roof down at the end of the cul-de-sac there. The other thing that's needed is this roof has debris piled up on it all over the place. I know you can see this one valley here on the front, but really as I fly around, you can see all these overhanging trees. It's not just in the fall when the gutters and things like that get clogged up. Anytime these major windstorms we've been having come, it shakes things out of these trees. So on top of the gutter guards, which it's great that those are there, because this is definitely a house that needs that. On top of the gutter guards, you've got debris piled up. You can see down there. But then just in these valleys, all around the roof. And on these low slope roofs on the back. Now, this will cause leaks, no doubt. This needs to be cleaned off, but then whoever buys this home just needs to be in the know that if you don't regularly clean these roofs off, you will have leaks. There's no doubt about that. Anytime you create areas like that for debris to dam up, it's going to shingles are not waterproof. They will shed water, but if you cause a dam like that, water will soak straight through shingles and it'll rot out the decking. And that's going to be the same with these lower areas down here and around these skylights as well. So we do need to get all the debris off of the roof, off the top of the gutter guards, and we need to actually clean this roof. Now, it's not just as easy as getting a pressure washer up here and washing it. In fact, that'll be detrimental to the roof. What we have to do is called soft washing the roof, where you spray on a chemical that will actually kill all of this algae, and then come back over with an appropriate pressure and wash the roof off. And so there's a specific way to do it, and that's what we need to do. The other thing that we need to do is we just need to update the caulking on everything. So all these pipes, all these vents, everything that you see on the roof, even the ends of the ridge vents, you see how they've got this caulking right here, and it's just dry rotted and cracked and all that. That's going to be the same thing for all the exposed fasteners, for all of these pipes, all these vents, and everything else that you see. And there's a bunch of them around through the roof. While we're at it, one thing that should have been done when they replaced the roof but wasn't, see these right here, the black pipes there? Those are part of the plumbing system. Those are called pipe jacks. And they've got a boot on them, but they're supposed to have this rubber gasket that goes down over the top of that existing boot called a rain collar. There's 6 of those on this roof, and none of them have rain collars on them, so we need to add rain collars to those. So if we do that scope of work that I just defined right there, this roof is good for years to go. This definitely isn't something that needs to hinder the deal. There's no concerns here saying this roof needs to be replaced sooner than later, nothing like that. I actually noticed a couple of signs on the street here from where other companies or other homeowners are getting their roof replaced by a company going around telling people that there's storm damage and this and that. And in my own neighborhood, that same company is doing that same thing. There's no storm damage on this roof whatsoever. None. So anybody that comes around knocking on the door trying to tell you that you've got hail damage or anything like that, please know. I've scoured the roof. If it was up here, I promise you I would want to suggest that, because that's a win for all of us to get this roof replaced by the insurance company. protects the sales price. The buyer would be happy, and I certainly would be happy, but we don't have that opportunity here. So I'll get you guys a price together for what's needed right here, and we'll go from there. This is Casey Beaver with Roof It Forward. Thank you very much.